What's going on? Good morning. Welcome back to Everyday Struggle. Nadeska here with my guys DJ Akademiks, Wayno, and our special guest today, Don Q.
What's good?
Welcome to
Wake
the struggle.
up, Don. What up, bro?
How you doing?
I'm up. I ain't sleep yet. I just came from the stool. I'm chilling. Man.
That's dedication, man.
Yeah.
Straight here.
And he was on time, Akademiks.
Yeah.
Coming straight from the studio.
Yeah, because he's been up all night. It's easy to get to somewhere when you ain't go to sleep yet.
Excuses.
Yeah. We not even gonna get into that shit with him, man.
Well, look, we're excited. We're excited to have you here. You've been dropping a ton of music. You have a new project coming.
Down season 2, dropping.
How
End
soon?
End of the month, 31st.
Coming real soon.
August 31st.
You guys just put out a new single. It's A Boogie 50 called Yeah.
Yeah, out right now everywhere. Video out. You can stream it everywhere. Go get that fire and watch shit.
All right, so since you're here, you know we had to ask, especially since you did a song with 50, we have to ask about this King of New York title. You're from the Bronx.
Yeah.
You know we heard Cardi and 6ix9ine, their opinions on it. Do you feel like this King of New York?
I ain't really, Cardi had an opinion on it.
No,
Well-
she said in the record, she said, I'm the king of New York.
Yeah, she did say that, bro.
She owning it, man. You gotta own it too, bro.
I really don't care about it, man.
You don't care about, why not?
Cause I feel like nobody could rap better than me, like, you know.
That might make you a king.
Exactly.
That don't make you a king?
Yeah,
What?
but it's like, I'm not gonna scream it about it all day.
Okay.
So it's like, if I already know niggas can't rap better than me, it's like, it's like nobody really you ain't phasing me saying that shit. Like,
Well, you know the spin, and I think that's pretty much everyone's opinion
you
on
feel like
it,
niggas could rap better than me right now?
from New York.
Don't get ill. Listen.
No, hold on.
Don't talk about niggas rapping, dog.
Look at this nigga, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
No.
His bar
I
for
think
lyricism
if
is-
I'm rating the best rappers from New York, right?
No sales.
No, of course. Like, who you think I'm gonna name with that?
Because you name sales with shit like this.
I honestly, I think
Name what you want.
Joey Badass, right? Actually, I probably have Joey one. Why you looking at me all crazy?
Just continue.
Then
You don't hear him talk
I'm
about Joey
just always
Badass.
nervous when, okay.
Joey's my nigga, and
I fuck with Joey.
you, then Dave East. That's probably my list in terms of niggas who rap. You get me? But of course, a lot of times when niggas talking about King of New York, they're not only talking about rap.
Yeah.
I did hear, like, for example, 6ix9ine did say, like, he didn't mean it disrespectfully, but he was hoping that people would start getting competitive again.
Yeah.
You feel like that's missing, like, New York artists to kind of be like, you know what? I'm gonna show y'all niggas that I'm doing me too. Like, it's kind of like own your own, like, block or whatever.
Yeah, it's just fun. It's fun, competitive. You know, everybody want to be on top, so you pop your shit. So everybody pop their shit different. I'ma just
You'll do
talk
a
my
record.
I'ma just talk my shit there. Some people wanna talk shit on Instagram. People wanna do different shit. So I'm not really into that.
What's your top 3 rappers from New York, though? I need to hear that list. Yeah. Put him on
All
the hot
these
seat.
lists.
What do you,
All these lists.
current? Like
Current,
hottest
yeah,
or top
of
of
course,
all?
current.
I mean, he's going to put himself number 1.
Okay, so
himself
Don
number
Q,
2.
Don Q, and Don Q, nigga.
Yeah, you should already know what it is.
Don Q, Chubby Don, and Don Vito.
No, you know,
That's
alright,
my
man.
top.
I guess, do you feel
Okay.
like lyricism is a lost art? I think the point that they're trying to make is like we see artists be popular for antics more than lyrics. How does that make
That's
you
what it's
feel when
about
it's your
right now.
craft?
It's really about the antics more than anything right now. So it's like, it's hard for a nigga with lyrics to come and just kick the doors in, cause they not really into that. You gotta really make them into that. You gotta keep stepping on your neck, keep dropping, keep constant. And just,
I think them freestyles work, though. Like, every time I see,
yeah, it's like
you
I
know,
could do that every day, but it's like, I don't want to.
Yeah, I was gonna ask too, like, cause when it comes
Get
to
watered down after a while, so it's like, I make it special, you know, when I'm about to do something, about to drop something, I'll come do something.
I was gonna ask too, like, when it comes to in terms of like lyricism, like since you came out, Highbridge came out, a lot of like the up and coming dudes in New York, they steal a lot of flows. Me specifically, I can say I've heard your flow a lot of times,
No,
right?
I heard my ad-libs.
So
the
the
ad-libs
nigga
too?
steals some of his freestyle.
But what I want, but what I want to know, like,
You know what I'm talking about, too.
stop,
you talking about?
is that your flattery
It
or
was
is
on,
like,
on the gram. The niggas was saying, like, Tory Lanez took some of y'all shit.
That's my guy though, you know, it's all good. He did what he did.
Great minds think alike.
trying to add spin moves to it, and then let
No,
me finish
man.
my question.
Yeah, let Wayno ask
Yeah,
you
like,
a
can I
question.
finish my question, brother? No, I just want to know, like, do you take that shit as like flattery, or do you just say like, all right, I'm gonna step it up so y'all can't keep up with me?
It's both. Like, it's both. You take it as I see niggas is watching. You trying to see what I respect it, but if I feel like I'm making it that easy, you could take that easy. And if it all depends on if a nigga sound good. If a nigga sound bad, you like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
But if you like the shit, like, oh, he kind of bodied that with my
Right.
flow, my ad-libs, whatever. Like, all right, let me go work on something else that nigga might.
Yeah.
Before he master this, and then we going head to head with my shit.
I got you.
Let me jump in a whole nother bag. That's what like Boogie doing right now. Boogie like he's hear a lot of young niggas taking his flow and shit. So he just be trying to create a whole bunch of new shit.
Yeah.
So are we saying that it's just part of the game? Because we had a big debate about this the other day. Some people feel like it's still ridiculous and disrespectful to steal flows, but you can't really stop it. So it's just always just trying to outdo
It's like, it depends,
other people trying to copy you.
Not really. If you look up, not look up, but like if you respect a nigga craft, or it might just rub off on you. Like if people say I sound like Styles P, I don't do it intentionally. I'm not like I want to rap like Styles P. I'm right. It just I listen to the nigga so much, like him and Kiss and shit. It just when I rap, it just come out like that. Like,
Yeah. I wanted to ask too, like, was there any outside of New York? Because in terms of lyricism, it's not just New York. We got a lot of places, like we got the Scarfaces. You did songs with Pusha. Did you grow up like listening to the Clips shit too?
Yeah, I was always a Pusha T fan. Like from Grind. It's funny how like Pusha T we was speaking and shit. When he shot the Grinding video, I got family that live in Virginia. My grandmother lived down the block from where that video was at.
Wow.
And his grandmother lived in the Bronx. So that's funny as shit. We was talking about that shit too. I used to always walk down, like after I figured out, cause I used to go to Virginia every summer. After I figured out that was the spot, I used to just walk down there all the
Just to
time.
see, right?
Yeah, then come back to New York, like, yo, I was there where the Clip shot the video at.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's what Pusha was moving all that weight at?
Why the fuck is you looking at me asking me?
This nigga
You
right
think
here.
if I knew about somebody moving weight, I'm gonna tell you where they did it at?
That's what he be rapping about. I'm just trying to get some context, bro.
When I first heard this nigga right here, the first thing I said, yo, this nigga gonna put a lot of niggas in jail.
No, what? Yo,
He's wearing a wire. He's wearing a wire right now.
Vlad, chill. I love Vlad, but chill.
Vlad,
I'm putting
I heard-
years on niggas.
Nah, the shit, you put niggas on the shit that certain niggas don't even need to know sometimes. It's like, damn, but it's all good.
What do you think about his rap career? Lil AK, have you heard
That's an
any of
alter
his?
ego.
Yeah, that nigga's fire. I fuck with AK.
Woo! If I get a verse,
Here you go.
Man.
There you go.
Please don't.
what? Come on, man. Yo, when you on a track with somebody though, like you ever like redid a verse?
Nah, never.
Never?
Ever.
Never heard some shit be like, yo, hell, now this nigga about to body me.
Never, ever.
Wow.
Never did that. You could ask anybody that ever did the track with me. Usually, they hear my shit first most of the time. So I never did that.
Do you ever not send somebody a verse and just a beat because you don't want them to like, or do you always send it like all together?
If I'm gonna send it, I'm gonna just send the shit like, yo, you fuck with this?
Yeah.
I got my verse here. I don't never just send the beat like anything.
Because I seen a lot of people like they'll send a hook, right? They'll send a hook, but they won't send the verses because you don't. Sometimes you don't want a person to know how crazy you about to go.
Or for them to just copy your flow.
I be
your
too
verse.
confident.
All right.
Like, I be way too confident. Like I be feeling like niggas ain't going. Only nigga that did it was Pusha T. Like he sent that shit back. I said, damn. Like, he got me. I feel like, I was like, he got me.
Does that come from like you being from Highbridge, you being from the Bronx? You know what I mean? And y'all
It's just
having that
New
own
York.
shit.
It's New York, East Coast. Like just all the rappers I looked up, Jay-Z, all these niggas. They was confident in their shit. Like you could tell how they delivered their shit, how they talk. So it's like it just rubbed off, and I just carried that.
Right. Also, I just want to know, like, were you a student of the game, not just with the music shit, but the business? Because when I look at Highbridge, I always said, like, to me, I feel like that's like one of the last strong collectives with young niggas coming out of New York.
Yeah.
From the chains to how y'all go kill a strip club to when y'all bring the cars out, all of that shit. So it's like, is there anybody that shit rubbed off on y'all as far as like they brand like the Murder Incs. or the Rockefellers or anybody in the city?
It's like we just want to stay strong and just build. You know, just keep building as much as we could. That's about it. And just get rich.
I feel you on that.
All right, so you keep releasing amazing music. You've had Corner Stories, so the new project is coming up. We actually want to play a verse from Dawn's Season Part 2 so people can hear these bars and talk about it. Can we roll the clip?
Ain't no acting timid, rolling with the pros, but I practice like I'm at a scrimmage, I told Akademiks I ain't got no rapper gimmicks, He respect the hustle good, now it's back to business, Coming from a trap house, my niggas packed up in it. I don't hustle on my mama house, I just bag up in it.
Yeah, act.
Yeah, he be like hella animated when he rapping. He chilling right now, but when he rapping, when he freestyling, that's the first
The
thing I notice.
energy, act. Feel
The
me?
energy, you gotta deliver that shit.
Yeah, I know. We had that conversation about just how, like, there's a bravado, and I think it goes to that confidence you're speaking about. It's a bravado niggas have when you delivering some shit you're confident about, and you got bars. I fuck with it.
But with that verse, like, what was the point you was trying to really get across in that verse?
That part right there. I just wanted to let everybody know. You know, everybody be like, fuck academic and shit like that. Like, I just wanted to let
me at least 4 times a week.
I had my times. I was like, yo, that nigga's crazy. Fuck that nigga.
What changed your mind? Usually when people meet him, they
love
realize
him in
he's
A
actually a nice dude.
Yeah, nah, he's
just
cool
crazy on the
dude.
internet.
It just I feel like he probably just make mistakes that he probably don't know he making because how the person he is, like, feel me? So
Because he's from Jersey.
Well, I mean, one thing I did take from that, which you were right, and I guess we did touch on, is like, yeah, I mean, everybody I feel like got like a gimmick, like, and I don't know if it's I think they know they got it. You feel me? That's how they gonna get the music pushed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think a lot of people. In 2018, most of the younger rappers say, all right, I got my music, I think it's cool, but I gotta get this other shit to really match up with and really make it lit. Because a lot of times, niggas was just ride off the popular name, or, okay, if he's popping on the gram, the music automatically lit. Like, how do you just even fall back from that? Like I've seen even rappers I like, they don't really do it, and then I see them kind of fall into it a little bit, because you know what? It's the trend. You feel me? Everybody is either trolling,
But
you're trying to be funny, you're trying to be charismatic.
I'm too much not of a cornball. Like, I'm too much not on that type of time. Like, I can't see myself just be like, all right, I'm gonna just do this just to do this, just so it can happen. Like, I can't do it, bro.
Never been in the studio. Let me go viral real quick, and then play my song in the background that niggas could hear it. And I
Like,
mean,
if I'm gonna go viral, it's gonna be something I
music.
want to do. Nah,
Yeah.
it could be it don't gotta be music or something, but something I feel comfortable doing. Not some corny shit just so people go watch the shit a million times. Like,
Yeah.
I ain't about to do that shit.
Don't-
Everybody do shit different, like I said.
I respect that though.
Don, with you not having like the big hit record yet, but you continuously like back to back putting out projects, like having the consistency with just dropping music, right? Like, what do you feel like is next for you? Because to be one of the top artists, you
gotta put one of them records.
you gotta put one of them records out, but you also gotta be one of the best rappers, right? You also gotta have style and all that other shit influence. So with a lot of things that you may already have without you having a record yet, what do you
I feel like that's all I'm really missing is the record. So it's like, I ain't really sorting it. Cause like, I seen like rappers like J. Cole. Everybody went through this shit, feel me? Like, when you like nice rappers, like, people, you don't really focus on making certain kind of records, but you gotta focus on making them kind of records to prevail.
Yeah, so like eventually it'll
I'm
happen.
not gonna force it, you feel me?
But you're still developing a fan base, right? So you mentioned Cole. He's a good example, right? Because he's spoken a lot about that pressure to find the hit singles and crafting albums, but he just has such a diehard fan base that's fucked with him since like the mixtape days. Is that what your audience is like?
Yeah, they fuck with me because they know what I bring to the table. So ain't really nobody else bringing it like that. So who else they gonna fuck with if they ain't gonna fuck with me?
And you say you're not really going out of your way, right, to like get that record, but it'd be dope to have, right? Like,
I'm saying like how I want to say, like, I'm not gonna make no stupid ass record.
Yeah.
Feel me? I'm gonna make something original that I fuck with.
Do you think it's gonna be a situation where like maybe like you get like the right collabs or whatever, or you think like honestly
it could be
might be some
features and
joint
shit
like
like
on your own, like it just finally hit with
It
the
could be
audience
either
outside
way.
yours?
It could be either way.
Yeah.
It could be the shit it could be the yeah track. Who knows? That shit might go crazy.
Right. What's some of the shit that you listen to that people might not know you listen to that's not rap?
I listen to mad shit. I started to like Trippie Redd and shit. I like Trippie Redd. I
Oh
know he
shit,
was
that's a
really
trigger word. Don't tell them that.
Stop
tell
it.
You got to
Yeah,
hear
stop it.
the new album?
I never heard like his project shit, but a couple songs I'm like, yo, this nigga kind of nice.
Yeah.
Like he kind of dope.
Is that someone you would work with? Trippie
yeah.
on the hook, possibly?
Yeah.
That could be interesting.
Yeah, right.
Because as long as he don't do that silly ass voice.
Yeah, Wayno's not good.
Which voice you talking about?
Nah, cause like
No, sometimes you sound
Nah,
like
that shit. He sound like what?
a dead goat.
Nah, that's fire though. It's fire because it's like
Sometimes.
the rock star shit. It's like you know how hip hop is like it's punk. It's like punk rap now. It's like,
Yeah.
and he's like the definition of that shit. And it's like it's fire. I like that shit. It's fire because he could do both.
I agree with that. Like, Well, if you like him, right, or just even like music like that's way
I
more
listen.
melodic.
I like Uzi, Playboy Cardi. I listen to all of niggas though. Even though I'm a nigga that rap, I don't even listen to niggas that really rap.
Yeah.
For real. Like, I rather,
Wait a minute, hold on.
like that ass though.
Okay.
It sound funny though.
How come?
I like them niggas. Like I feel like I rap the best.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Why would I
So
listen
people
to
are
other-
listening
Like
to
I
you.
listen to like G Herbo, Dave East and shit. I listen to them niggas, but sometimes when I'm in the whip, I be like, I'm about to throw this Playboy Cardi shit on. I'm about to throw this other shit on. I don't want to listen to that shit right now. I want.
Does it ever make you be like, yo, I gotta get on like a beat that's kind of with that balance, or like be like,
I be
let
doing-
me get
I be
way more
doing-
melodic on that shit. You know what I mean?
Not really melodic. I
You
just
engineer, throw that trippy auto-tune shit on, bro.
Nah. I'm not really gonna reach like that because I don't think I sound good doing certain shit. So I just try to do what I do on certain kind of beats, and if it come out fire,
So
gonna fuck with it.
saying that, I wanted to ask you a question about your record, Personal.
I need.
I was gonna ask you about it because when I heard you like sing it, I was like, nah, what is Don doing? Like, you know, like seriously, and I'm speaking no, because
Nah, but you know when I did that shit, I did that shit in the crib. We was in the crib. It was like 10 of us. We got the stew in the crib and shit. So we in the crib getting high and shit. I had the beat for like a week. Nah, I'm lying. Not a week, couple days. I had the beat. And I knew the only way I could do that beat was like I couldn't just come on rapping on that shit. I like the beat so much. I said, nah, I gotta do this beat. I don't even want to tell nobody to sing this shit. I'm gonna try it.
right.
So I'm with the guys. I'm with 10 niggas. I'm like, all right, I'm about to let these niggas hear. If they,
Right.
'cause, my friends is critics. They gonna tell me that shit is trash. Don't do it. So I was fake singing this shit right there. They were like, yo, that shit sound nice. Do this, lay it down. Laid it down. Niggas was like fucking with it. So I'm like, where you fucking with it?
Yeah.
Couple months passed. We was like, yo, we throwing this shit on a little EP shit we gonna do.
Yeah. It was just very different.
But that I ain't gonna lie. When I was putting the Donto shit out, that's the only song I like just had my heart like, yo, I hope I don't get killed for this shit. Like, I just don't want to see niggas killing me for this shit. When I dropped the shit, bitches was fucking with it. Everybody, I don't know how when I dropped the tape, everybody was fucking with it. But when I dropped the video, people were saying it was whack. I'm like, but y'all said it was fire. I guess when you really get, I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes
Was it the visual though? It might have been the visual. Then
like
visual was alright.
to a record like that, it's like, all right, man, you're doing a little bit too much, man. Let's give us the
I said, all right,
sound.
you know what? I got you, man. I'm gonna just rap my ass off.
So no singing on the next project.
Not for me. I got somebody on the hook.
all right.
Okay, smart. That's smart.
I'm doing the verses. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you, my G. I feel you. Like even on Yeah, right? I heard you say certain things about like people saying about shit about favors that you couldn't get out of them. Like, so my question is like, okay, coming up, you know, you work so hard to put yourself in a position, and once you put yourself in a position, it's 100 things you say yes to, but that one no.
That one no.
That
it's
one
like,
no.
Oh, this nigga nasty. You the worst nigga in the world. It's like, damn, nigga, I done did this. You asked me for this, but I'm telling you, I can't do it right now. It's like, you don't fuck with me no more.
Yeah.
You ain't my man no more. It's like that.
So at that point, do you? Because for me, I've gone through that too. Where I've like thrown a bunch of favors, and my thing is like it's only so much I could do, right? Like you got to take some accountability for yourself.
I ain't touch my M yet.
Mm.
So I can't. What the fuck? I can't do too much for everybody. I still got family,
Right.
like everybody else. I got a daughter. I got a mother. I got a lot of shit I gotta take care of.
Are you the most? I want to know one more question. Are you the most successful person in your family in terms of like what it is you're doing? Like, is there other people in your family that may be doing? I wouldn't say at your level, but I'm saying like, do you have a lawyer or a doctor, anybody like that in your family? Or are you the one that everybody just looks at to, yo, Dawn, I need help with this cable bill.
2018 is done, man.
Yeah.
I can't really think. Probably when I was a kid, I really don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I know my aunt in Virginia, she had some money. I don't know what she was doing, but she used to give, every Christmas, she used to give out a little $20 to all of us. It was a lot of us.
Now you gotta feed the fam.
Right.
I want to get your opinion on this Kevin Gates clip in a couple minutes because it's really funny. But just curious, have you had an easy time navigating the industry? Sort of off Wayno's question, moving full time into being a rapper. What has it been like maneuvering through labels and all that kind of stuff?
It's cool. You get to experience a lot of shit. You get to see a lot of bullshit. You gotta smarten up. You get to see a lot of shit a lot of bullshit
A lot of
going
fake
on.
people,
Yeah,
right?
a lot of that, fake love and shit like that. So you gotta be prepared for that shit mentally, everything. So.
Yeah. Well, one thing artists seem to struggle with, artists are different depending on their personality. Some people love doing interviews, some people don't. Also depends on the day, your mood, how tired you are.
Yeah.
So Kevin Gates got out of prison recently, so he did this interview in Houston. I'll find the station name in a bit. This was a pretty short interview, and 4 minutes in, he already wasn't having it. So I want to watch this clip and tell me, if you were in the interviewer's position, like, what would you have done? Or if you're Kevin Gates, how to get out of this. Let's please roll the clip.
Hey, no disrespect. How long we gotta do this? Cause you gotta think, I just come out of jail. I didn't even get time to transition, and I feel like I'm being interrogated. I do.
That's interesting to me. Like, I have conversation with a lot of different people.
I know it's interesting to you, and please don't touch me again. I know it's interesting to you, dear brother, because it's uncommon. But like I say, it's not that much to me. I'm just me.
Real 92.3 and LA. Look, Kevin Gates, man, like, he's a rare interview, but please don't touch me, and being interrogated just a few minutes in. What are you supposed to do in that situation? First, if you're the artist, right, and you really don't want to be there.
I feel like a lot of artists be like that.
I know, but he's on the extreme. Well, you're not. If I touch you, you're not gonna freak out on me, right? I really hope not.
I fuck with you. I fuck with you.
Hey, you know what? Like, watching that interview, and that's one of the things I do like Kevin Gates for. Like, yo, he said, it was like, yo, he's like, I got no friends, man. It was like, you don't got no friends? I got no friends. Like, and I think more you was speaking to is like, yo, I don't got none of these industry friends like y'all gonna ask me about. No, I just fuck with my niggas, fuck with my family. That's it. I'm sorry. Like, it's kind of simple.
The industry, you got associates and shit. It's a couple niggas you gonna meet that you gonna genuinely have love for. Like, yo,
you got industry friends, and then
like
your real homies.
You know, yeah, like. But I don't really got too many. I don't really got industry friends like.
And yeah, that makes sense. But I'm just curious, like, in terms of interviews, you're gonna have to do more of these, right? Moving forward, even if you don't enjoy it, it's just part of the game. Do you just prepare yourself to not go into an interview and do what he just did?
I don't know how he was feeling, so I can't say that.
My man's got prison. He said, man,
Please don't touch me.
Hey, but listen, man, I can't knock it because.
I mean, interview. That's the first time he ever did it, right?
Yeah, this is like first one post.
Oh no. Well, that's the first time he did that. Kevin Gates, like.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
That's his first interview out of jail.
Yeah, no, but notoriously, like, he's not a talkative person.
Right.
Like, there's about like 8 other interviews, like, where.
He's a very talkative person.
Yeah, no, but where people are asking him questions and he shuts it down, like, yo, I'm not feeling this. So, like, those moments has happened a lot. You can imagine now he's coming out of prison and they're pushing him, asking him kind of the same questions, like, you know, he ain't with it.
But how much do you push back then on your team if you're really not in a good state to handle an interview?
Well, let me just say this, because y'all know, like, I'm new to all the interview stuff, right? Like, this is my, like, for real, when I met you, I wasn't doing no interviews.
But you're not new to
right?
dealing with artists.
Huh?
You're not new to dealing with artists.
I'm not new with
so
I've been in this shit for a long time, but the thing is like, I'm big on personal space. So, like, I really don't like touchy people either. Like, I mean, want to pat on the back, cool, but, like, don't keep, we talking. You don't have to keep hitting me to get your point across. Like, I feel him in that aspect. Like, you don't have to hit my arm. Like, like, Don, if I kept talking to you and I kept, like, tapping your arm, you'd be like, yo, like, what's good? Like, what you keep, like, what the fuck is up, my nigga? Like,
with this nigga right
exactly. Like, why I keep hitting you? Like, you know what I mean? Because that's some jail shit. I'm going to keep it 100. Like, I got a lot of homies that, like, went to jail. Like, when they get aggressive, they start hitting you. Like, if they talking to you, they be like, yo, like, but they doing that shit to let you know they talking to you. He just came out of jail. So he probably, like,
he just went through that shit.
Yeah, he just went through that shit.
I just had niggas doing this shit all day.
Exactly.
Niggas trying to do this shit.
It's all manipulation, man. But he, evidently, all it was, he didn't really just want to do that.
And then he gave great advice on love and relationships. He's like, yeah, if you're marrying your best friend, you're good. Don't go for the title. He's a very interesting person.
He's a very good guy.
One thing I'll say about, like, just Kevin Gates in general, like, just even artists in general, like, not artists are built to be like, you know, some people, they come up and they have an interview and that's their platform to just, like, dominate and make headlines and whatever and be funny. And some people is just like, yo, it's not necessary. Like, we see a lot of artists now, they don't do interviews, period. Like, you don't need an interview. I mean, of course it creates awareness, but you don't necessarily need to do interviews. And if you're going to feel like
talk about, if you feel like you want to get something off your chest, you're like, yo, I want to do an interview, I want to talk about some shit, then artists probably do shit like that. But I doubt niggas want to wake up every fucking day and just come talk about because most of the time you're asking the same shit that another nigga about to ask. So it's like, just keep repeating and repeating. That shit get annoying after a while.
I feel that. Yeah, Kevin Gates, he did that like a bunch of times. There was this chick asked him a question, and no matter what she said, he looked at her, he said, yo, he was saying something like in Arabic, but he kept saying the same shit over and over, like, God is good, yo. That's it.
He's a funny dude.
Yeah, he absolutely, I mean, he's definitely a character, but, like, more back to you, right? Now, with you doing interviews and you getting things off your chest, like, this is not my first convo with you.
Yeah,
So just as far as like you speaking about rap, do you think there's anything you want to say as far as who you are? You know, because a lot of people may not, like a lot of people know your bars. They know bits and pieces of who you are through your bars, but what's some of the things that people may not know about you? I mean, you spoke about having a daughter. I know, like on, I think it was Corner Stories, you had like, you was talking to Rob Markman about your relationship with her, how she's such a big fan with A Boogie. Like, how's she doing? How's school for her? Like, all these different
She
things.
just started 4th grade, so it's lit. She's in Georgia right now. I'm about to migrate out there so I can just
Word.
get closer and shit. Cause
Dope.
she getting big and shit, so I ain't trying to miss too much. I'm about to just move out there.
Was that a big thing, like, was not only her birth, but like her growing up and you thinking about her future, a big thing that pushed you as far as like you becoming, like you wanting to be one of the top guys?
Yeah, like it kind of made me want to be successful even more, like when I had it, cause I'm like, damn. Cause I always knew, like after a while, about 17, 18, I'm like, if this rap shit don't work, it's over. Like, it's over. I ain't never have it's not like bragging, I never had a job. Like, not saying I ain't want one, I filled the applications. Just never had a job, like, never called.
Wait, I want to know where Don Q applied at, big.
Fucking, regular fucking warehouse shit.
Bruh.
Construction shit.
I remember I had a job interview in McDonald's by Yankee
Security,
Stadium.
security, right? Like,
Did you
security
didn't get the
joint.
job?
No, so I had a job interview at McDonald's by Yankee Stadium, right? And I walked in there, and that shit was too active. And it was just a lot of shit going on. People dropping fries, everybody yelling. This shit's by Yankee Stadium. So I walked outside, I got on the payphone, I called my mom. I was like, Mom, I'm not doing this. Like,
People dropping fries.
that shit just looked crazy, man.
I don't know why I had so much pride. I couldn't work there. Especially, that's like where I live at, Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, exactly, right up the block.
I ain't fucking walking here every day. About to work here. I'd rather work downtown in McDonald's.
Did you go play ball though? Cause I see some clips. Yeah, y'all deleted a lot of y'all Instagram clips, but I see some shit of you playing ball,
Boogie. I had the clip killing Boogie like what was that, 20?
It's like 2 years ago I see that shit. You a lefty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You seen it?
yeah. Yeah, we gotta get Ak on the court. What's good?
Oh yeah, what's up, Ak?
Nice.
Ak don't play no ball.
What you want to do, Ak?
Ak said he's the Sean Marion of the hip hop industry. He got a bad shot.
Yeah,
wanna
Ak
do?
only
I'm a
plays
lockdown defender,
Fortnite.
man. You ain't scoring shit on me, dog.
You sound stupid. Man.
Video games are nothing. Ak.
sound-
I'm
Right.
telling you, it's the fact. Like,
K,
hold on.
real life, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, no,
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. I love watching like rappers like play ball because I could tell who like take it serious and who just be like just playing like, yo, we just kicking it. You feel me? I watch Meek and Block Boy. Yo, Meek look like
He trying to win.
Yeah, Meek tried to win.
I think Meek look like he playing
tried to win.
prison ball still.
Did you see Quavo and Drake play?
Nah, I ain't see that.
All right, so
That look like a commercial.
we gotta we gotta get a complex rocket jack game or some
I'm
shit.
trying to play
Right.
some. I was going to play Tory Lanez one-on-one, but that nigga look like he got too much energy. And
That looks like
Oh,
a
dude.
bad
Time
You gotta
for
let
that
story
like
lost.
4 of your homies then play.
he look like he too much fouling and shit.
Yeah.
I don't got time.
Like one of them, I ain't touch you. Like one of them niggas. Like,
Cause I play defense, but I give a nigga a little space like I shoot the ball. He look like a nigga.
he's not letting up on no shots.
My nigga, back up, bro. What's up? Let me shoot the ball. So,
Well, everybody playing for like 10 racks now. Hell yeah, we playing for 10 racks.
Nah, we
nigga,
playing. We playing for that
I
bread.
can't see. I can't.
Nigga, I am on you.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I can't like because when I play
I
for
need my
money-
energy. I need my energy for offense. So
Right.
I'm gonna lack a little bit on defense because when I get the ball, I'm trying to attack.
every time.
I'm trying. I need that little win right there.
Would you compare like competition and ball like the music?
Not for me though, cause it's like fun. But music is like I take it more serious.
Yeah. But I mean,
Niggas that play ball, like yeah.
I mean, like in terms of okay, like you know how like today we got a lot of the ball players, probably from the era you from as well. Like we from the same era as far as watching basketball. A lot of the top players wasn't as cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's mean like now a lot of players are cool, but at the same time, like you said, like you sending your verse, like you wanna kill everybody. So
on the court they ain't cool, but niggas be in the clubs
yeah.
together doing all kind of shit together. But
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, so equating that, like, do you feel like with Highbridge, like y'all, as far as y'all team, y'all stay a little bit more to yourselves so y'all can build your own shit as opposed to how the game is now in basketball, where everybody's just cool. Like you see people losing the finals and they all hanging out after. You know what I'm saying?
we fuck with a couple niggas and shit, but we just Bronx niggas, like.
Yeah, right.
Niggas don't fuck with niggas like that. Like,
It-
they don't fuck with niggas.
That's a
like
fact.
Interesting. Was
fuck with
moving to
them,
Georgia
fuck with-
change anything for you? So we always talk about how it seems like artists in Atlanta,
I ain't
for example,
moved
are
yet.
tight knit. But you said you're going to. Would that change anything, or are you gonna have to come back often anyway to work?
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna work better out there because like it's better producers and shit. And like you know, I like the vibe out there in Atlanta.
So the community is
I made
better.
a lot of fire music in Atlanta. I made a lot of.
So that's an interesting conversation because in
Boogie
terms,
out there too, eh?
Nah, we all still here.
what that's an interesting convo because in terms of like music and the producers, I mean, do we feel like there's a lack of production in New York? That's why or a culture how they create.
It could be the
music?
production too, like cause everybody's stuck on trying to find a New York sound. Fuck that shit, man. Just reinvent some new shit. That's how I'm on. I'm on some whole new shit. Like
So you don't feel like you got to be held to no what people call traditional standards of how you create. Like it got to be a boom bap or it got to be like this.
I don't care for that no more. Once if I hear something I like, I want to rap on it.
Okay.
I'm not looking for, give me a New York beat. I don't even be, I be telling niggas, I had a nigga come in the studio with me and play straight that shit for me. I'm like, I don't want to hear that shit. Like, play some other, I want to hear some other shit. I don't want to rap. Sometimes I don't be wanting to rap like that sometimes. Like, the way I rap on the freestyle, I don't want to rap on songs like that.
I feel you.
So are there any upcoming producers from New York you've met, maybe really, really young, really new that
Yeah,
we
my son-
haven't heard of
My
yet?
son James, he from the Bronx and shit. He got some shit on my tape. He got a lot of shit on my tape.
Got to shout Ness on the beat.
He not from the Bronx.
From Rochester though. He from New York, kind of. You know, Ness is my man. So yeah, you got.
That's his live already.
Right.
Everybody know that. He on every tape that I put up.
Shorty D-Lo. Is he your number one?
D-Lo is my man. He got some fire. I don't even think he made this tape. He ain't make Dawn Season 2. He made Dawn Season 1 though. He made a couple Dawn Season 1. He made the first Dawn Season, the song.
Yeah.
He made the first one.
Dope. He's a young kid too. He's a
He
teenager.
like 18.
Yeah.
That nigga fire.
And recently, like they've been having a lot of talk online about like iconic duos and shit, right? Like you and
I
like.
think me and A gonna go down in history.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask you. Like, where y'all rate
We
like
gonna go down.
songs and collabs y'all did? You and A Boogie,
We gonna
like,
go down. I think the next tape we do is gonna be stupid crazy.
yeah.
Stupid
Are
crazy.
y'all doing like cause I know y'all got Trap Manny.
Yeah.
Couple
That's
of
why
other
we.
dudes, like,
That's why we kind of like was waiting to make the Highbridge label shit. Cause we got new artists and shit, so we gonna cook up some new shit.
what's up with the young kid? How is it? He's like 14, right?
He like 15.
How did y'all find him? He from the hood? Yeah.
Yeah. He's a little nigga that always running around and shit, a little bad little nigga.
So y'all definitely giving out opportunities in the hood. I mean, if you got the talent,
He
right?
can sing like that ass, and he be trying to write his own shit. Should be coming out fire.
That's dope. That's dope.
How do y'all lock in though? Like you and Boogie, like when y'all about to like create like a song or
together,
a tape? Yeah.
Dolo.
Yeah,
Together?
together. Or is it a lot of times you come with an idea and you see if you fuck with it?
I ain't gonna lie. Now, when me and Boogie record together, we don't even plan it. Like if we in the studio together and we both hear a beat we like, I tell him like, yo, you like that shit? I like that shit too. All right, let's just kill it.
Dope.
But we don't never be like, yo. I don't even call him like, yo, let's go cook up. If he in the studio or I'm in the studio, he pull up or whatever. We like a beat that's playing. You know when a nigga start liking the beat, they start getting in the zone.
Yeah.
And
It's more some natural shit.
Yeah, it just be natural now. Like before we did the Highbridge label Volume 1, it was more like set up. We was calling each other, yo, come to the crib, we gonna cook up, looking for beats and shit. But now it's just natural, like we just be cooking up.
Do you feel like you got snubbed from XXL freshman list?
Yeah. I don't care about that shit. Fuck XXL. Fuck XXL. You the dick.
Until they call you next year. If they call you next year,
I
you
don't
back
want
home.
that shit.
Word?
Fuck that shit.
I mean, but is that?
They gotta give me a front cover or something.
I mean, you should have your own cover by now. Like, it's New York shit.
If they give me a cover, I take my fucking.
Highbridge never had a cover?
Huh?
Like,
Nah, Highbridge need a cover. Sure.
that didn't happen yet?
Nah.
But you know what's so crazy about like, when in terms
That's
of-
what I'm saying. Like, this shit is in New York. We represent the city. Who represent the city? This is a movement right here. Highbridge is a movement. There's no way y'all gonna just look past us like we ain't doing shit for the city and just throw other niggas like, come on, my nigga, we ain't doing that.
But you know it's crazy because like in terms of covers, I could think of like covers now, but it's like, do kids even read magazines, or is it just like the digital thing?
They
It's
might.
like Instagram post, trust me.
Yeah.
Like your so-and-so covers,
But
whatever.
they might see their favorite rapper on there and want to read it.
That's a fact.
I feel you on that.
That's how it should be happening. You looking at something like, oh, this nigga on it? Let me see what this shit is about.
Right.
And a lot of that shit's still tradition. You know what I mean? Even though, again, not a lot of the new kids might fuck with it, but like, shit, if you seen your favorite rappers come up and that was kind of like a milestone for them, yeah, if you in the game now and you putting up your points, you want the same accolades too. So I feel that.
Yeah, but double XL is like, that shit is like some commercial shit, man. It ain't really about who's really talented and nothing like that. It's about popularity and shit like that. So I really don't even care about it.
Yeah, it's all a popularity contest, but you just seem focused on the craft. So
Yeah, more on the
I guess
music,
you
right?
gotta stay
Longevity, man, that's what counts.
Yeah, so how soon are you and Boogie trying to drop a project together?
We're not trying to rush it, because he about to drop something. But probably after he drop,
Boogie went international in that, man. That nigga went international, dropped that shit. That shit was fire.
that's fire right there. I was fucking with it. But the next shit, he bringing them back. He ain't even about to do all that other shit. He gonna bring them back to A Boogie.
And hopefully, man, there's a bunch of niggas stealing his shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
I seen a
like,
nigga online yesterday telling somebody else they stole his shit because he was stealing their Boogie shit.
but that's what's gonna, that's crazy. But like, that's what usually happens. Like you were saying, like, I mean, I always talk about, you know, Jadakiss, Styles, Jay-Z, Beanie Sigel, all these guys. When you growing up listening to that type of shit, most of the people I know that grew up rapping, especially when they battle, they would just take like a lot of their bars and flip them over when they did battles and shit. So a lot of stuff that you grow up on
But you
is
know
gonna
what's
be
funny, though?
within.
I never used to really try to take niggas' bars. I always wanted to create my own shit. But you know when I knew I was nice? Nah, no funny shit. I knew I was nice when I wrote a bar. And like a couple days, I listened to Cassidy freestyle. He said the same shit I wrote.
Wow.
I swear. And then it happened again with Fabulous.
So it's just you was feeling like you was thinking the same.
I'm like, yo, if I could say the same shit, these niggas that I'm looking like, these niggas the best niggas. I'm like, if I could say the same shit these niggas saying, I'm nice.
Gotcha.
Nobody can tell me nothing.
Do you think is like y'all just thought alike or niggas really?
Nah, we thought it like for sure.
Oh, okay.
He ain't know who I was like 17.
Niggas
This before the social media
No,
era,
I was.
dog. Like,
This is in my notebook.
Oh,
I ain't-
okay.
Like, it wasn't no footage.
Oh, I
man.
thought
This
it
is
was
something
like-
I was just writing
look
about
at him trying to
crib.
create some silly ass story.
No, niggas will take your shit, man.
I just heard the shit. I just heard the nigga say this shit on the freestyle. I'm like, oh, this nigga said the same line I said. That's crazy.
Now you should say
That
great
shit-
minds, think alike.
But that's when I wanted to stop using like punchlines to every line.
Right.
Cause I started to realize like punchlines is like anybody could think of that shit. Like you could say something, he could think of the same shit. Like you could look at something, like, oh, anybody could do that. So like that's why, like it was like Cassidy and shit was my favorite rap because of the punchline shit, like Lloyd Banks and shit. Then once I realized that, like yo, anybody could say that shit. Like I was watching all the battles and shit. Everybody saying, like you said, niggas is flipping punchlines.
Yeah, flipping lines and
I'm
shit.
like, yo, that shit kind of corny. I started listening to Kissing Styles and shit. It's like, these niggas is just direct. Like, it's not really, they punchline and shit too, but a lot of they shit, it just hit you, like, it just hit you right here, like,
Yeah,
damn,
they
that
say a
was
lot of real
hard right
shit.
there. Like,
Yeah.
so when I heard that, I'm like, yo, nah, I want to rap like that. I want to say shit that's going to have niggas like, damn, like, that was some real shit. I like to.
So is then I ask this question, is it, for you, is it not, I mean, of course, everybody wants to one day, like, win awards. Like, I feel like any artist to say that they would never want to win a Grammy is a
You're
lie.
just talking bullshit.
But I mean,
if you say that, it's like you don't believe in yourself.
but what I was gonna ask is like, is it more, for you personally, is it more important of your impact of your bars that you have, like motherfuckers telling you that you changed their life with the shit, or
It's both.
having the accolades?
It's both. It's both because the accolades gonna help your name last for like a long time. The other shit, people might overlook it, except for the people that really you impacted. Even the people that don't fuck with you, like Jay-Z, is kids 15, 16, they don't know nothing about it, but they gonna look at him like, nah, that's Jay-Z though.
Right.
They don't know no bars, they gonna be like, nah, that nigga, he did something.
I'm noticing that now, really noticing that now because like in a minute, it's gonna be a lot of kids that look at Drake as an old nigga. You know what I mean? Like really, like, cause once they started calling Jay-Z old, I'm like, but do y'all know what he said? Like, and they don't really care about that shit. You know what I mean? So I think longevity, for me, like if I was an artist, longevity would mean a little bit more, but I get both of them meaning, you know, damn near the same thing.
Both is great.
Yeah, of course you want both. And plus, like, it feels like now the trend is like people getting the flowers like when they can't smell them. You know what I mean? You want to, like, yeah, don't just remember me like 10 years from now. Yeah, that nigga was on some shit.
Right.
But we really didn't give him the props when he was actually doing it.
When he was doing it.
We're doing it now when he out of the way.
Yeah.
So all these Dawn, you know, the Dawn Talk, Dawn Seasons, are they gonna, you know, the Highbridge compilation, Boogie dropping? When are we eventually gonna see the Dawn Q album like that?
I think it might be. This might.
I don't want to put no time on you. I just want to know, like, is it foreseeable or are you just focused?
You about to get the announcement. He was about to drop it. He bit his tongue.
I'm trying to think right now, cause I don't know. I might wake up feeling a certain type of way. It depends though. I really was feeling like this was gonna probably be, hopefully my last like mixtape before the album. But who knows? Though.
Okay.
I'll probably do one more just for the streets and just, cause I got a lot of shit that I didn't even put on Dawn Season 2 that I want to put out.
Right.
So I'll probably just put something on like Spinrilla in a couple months.
Okay.
Like 10 tracks and a couple after Dawn Season 2 starting to cool down a little bit. Throw a little something out there.
So Dawn Season 2, another project, and then the album, and then something with you and Boogie, and then you guys are signing, and then you may be moving to Georgia. You got a lot coming. We're excited to see. Thank you for coming up to Everyday Struggle.
You already know Highbridge the label, we in the building.
Yo, appreciate that shout out, man. Made my day.
All right. Don Q, thank you guys for watching Everyday Struggle. We'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m.
Let's get it.
Peace.